Welcome to the Real Estate Investing Morning Show with your hosts, Wayne and Gabby.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, real estate investors, and welcome to the Canadian Real Estate Investing Morning Show. On today's show, I'm going to be sharing my trademark system on how to write real estate offers in Canada.
You have a trademark system?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's so secretive, I haven't even shared it with Gabby.
Okay. Let's do this.
Today, we're going to be talking about how to write offers.
Okay.
Do you suck at writing offers? Tune in today for my trademark system to learn how to not suck at writing offers and how to get more deals, how to win more offers, how to win more rental properties, and good ones.
Hell yeah.
And good ones too.
Hell yeah.
And good ones too.
Is that what the trademark is? How not to suck at writing offers? Is that like what it's called? Trademark does?
I'm not going to reveal everything this early in the show. Okay. Gotta make them wait a little bit. Gotta build up the momentum a pinch.
I don't know why, but every day when we start the show, my right eye starts watering. I don't know what it is. Every single time.
It's because it's jealous of your left eye for not being as close to me.
Maybe. Oh, wow.
We're broadcasting live as we do every weekday morning at 7 a.m. And we're doing it from Edmonton, Alberta. For those of you guys that don't know, what's the weather looking like in Edmonton today? And I'm curious, what's the weather looking like across Canada for all of our other listeners?
The weather today will be 16 degrees in Edmonton, 24 degrees in Vancouver, 24 degrees in Winnipeg, 27 degrees in Hamilton, and 25 degrees in Halifax.
Wowza.
Awesome. Thanks, Evie.
Thank you very much.
Sounds like everybody but Edmonton is having a wonderful day today.
I don't mind 16 degrees.
I know.
I like it.
But it's signaling that like summer sucked and now it's over. You know what I mean?
I said it a few weeks ago. I don't know why we live here.
Yeah.
I do not know why we live here.
Hope the rest of Canada enjoys the remainder of summer.
We're heading to Vancouver tomorrow.
We will enjoy it for 5 days.
Yeah. On that note, guys, just to let you know, we are heading for a little family trip tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow for tomorrow's show, but then we're going to leave right after that. Mm-hmm. And we will have no show for Monday and Wednesday.
And Tuesday.
Thanks. I just got to write a note down. Can you clarify that?
Okay. We will not have a show from Monday to Wednesday next week. We will be back on Thursday and Friday of next week.
Okay, cool. Right on. Any other news?
I don't think so. I think that, we have some upcoming events.
Yes, we do have some upcoming events. Actually, we should share those. August 22nd, not this weekend, but next weekend, the REI Masters Edmonton Real Estate Investing Bus Tour. If you guys haven't got your tickets, go get your tickets. Don't be a silly goose.
By golly, that's next weekend already.
That is next weekend. We got a few tickets left. I think we have enough room for 2 more families.
Okay.
And so please go get your tickets. You can get them at reimasters.ca. We're going to be touring. Have we decided?
I think more or less.
So
we've been going back and forth.
We've been going back and forth between 3 properties or 4 properties. Now, we did 3 properties last time, and we liked that because we could spend more time at each location. But we're changing things up a little bit this time, and we're thinking about the 4th property. Yeah. And please don't feel really bad when you get there and there's only 3 properties and not 4 properties. Yeah. The only reason is because we have to kind of juggle vacant properties.
Yes.
So we're so good at our job that we don't have any vacant properties to show you. But then
we were going to have, we have all these properties to choose from, but I guess we're good.
Right. So we want to make sure that you get to see some of the best cash flowing properties in Edmonton. But the truth is that some of the best cash flowing properties and the best deals out there, they're fully tenanted. Mm-hmm. So it's a good news for us, but it's bad news when you're trying to put a bus tour put a bus tour together. Yeah. So we got some really cool projects. We're going to be showing one of our multi-unit garden suites, which is going to be damn near close to finished. Mm-hmm. You get to see it right before it's finished.
Super close.
I think it's going to be the best opportunity for you to see one as close to finish as possible, or as close to finish as possible, because the second it's finished, we're going to be renting those things up too. So
Yeah.
there's never really going to be like a show home for you to be able to come and see because they're always going to be fully tenanted, cash flow, and making lots of money. Right? So here's your opportunity. August 22nd, go to reimasters.ca, get your tickets. And then Recon Summit Series, September 11th through September 13th. We are going to be speaking on the 11th and the 12th. We are going to be presenting there, and we're going to be teaching you. So we have a. They changed it up. It's not a conference style anymore. It's actually going to be more of a workshop learning style. And we are going to be, what am I covering again? Please, somebody help me. Due diligence, pre-closing preparation, property management, and asset management.
Mm-hmm.
So some really, really, really great, that's what we're going to be covering, but there's going to be so much other things covered as well at Recon. But that's what you're going to see Wayne and Gabby talking about. Plus, we're going to be there on the Friday nights, the, what do they call it? Like a mixer or something like that on Friday night?
Yeah.
The Friday
We'll go
night
with that.
mixer?
Yeah. And Saturday morning podcast.
Oh,
Live.
that's right.
Yeah.
We're also doing the podcast live
We're
there as
doing
well on
this
Saturday morning.
live on stage on Saturday morning.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
Come on
always
up
fun.
and touch us.
No, don't. Why do you keep encouraging people to sniff us and touch us?
Come on up and touch me.
You're so weird. I don't even know who you are anymore.
I know.
I mean, look at him. His hair color's changing. Okay, what do you guys like better? Do you like Wayne's blonde hair, or do you like the black emo hair that he posted on social media last night? Let me know in the comments.
When I was a young boy. All right.
Just always changing. I don't even know who you are anymore.
We got to change it up. Jesus, how long have we been together? I got to shake things up every now and then. I got to keep the flame ignited.
Yeah.
The spark going. Got to be careful though.
I actually
Got to be careful though, Gabby, because sometimes sparks and embers can fly off, and then other people are good. Well, other people might like it too. Other people might like it too. So you better.
Manny likes the emo hair.
Yeah.
I actually really like the blonde hair. I encouraged him to do it again. He did this about this time last year.
This time last year.
Yeah, almost exactly, I think.
I got to be careful I don't do it too often because the bleach could ruin my hair. I got great hair for a guy that's just about 40, so I don't want to start.
You know that if you grow it out and then you rebleach it, you're not like re-damaging already bleached hair.
Oh, you want me to do that? I did not know that. Thank you for sharing that with me. You don't need to treat me like a moron on the show. Go on though.
No, that's all.
What were
Anyways,
you saying? You were saying something before that.
I was just saying that I really like it. Stuart says, "Morning, Gabby and Blondie." yeah. I really love the blonde hair. I was the encouraging one behind doing it again. So
Well, I like to shake things up.
it's back.
Most of our life is quite boring.
Yeah.
And not sorry, that wasn't I wasn't saying that about you or anything like that. What I meant was that most of our life is very systematic, and we live off of a routine, and that routine and those systems is what provides us the life that we have. So every now and then you got to shake things up a little bit, right? You don't hear a whole lot of exciting real estate news from Wayne and Gabby because we do the same shit over and over because it fucking works. Right?
Mm-hmm.
With the exception of a ridiculous amount of rainfall this year, most of our life is pretty fucking boring. Right? Our business is very boring, which enables us to be able to have the freedom to be able to do the things we want, like bleaching my hair. And other things, taking time away for family and being able to homeschool our daughter and all those other things, right? Speaking of not exciting things, but I suppose pretty exciting, we got another accepted offer on a new property yesterday.
Yes, we did.
So another cash flowing rental property.
Yay, us.
Another, what I like to call a boring cash flowing rental property.
Yeah.
I love it.
It is just a plug and play. Like there's as far as I know, there's nothing to do. Just to take possession.
Oh, thankfully, this one might be the easiest one we've done in a while.
In a while, yeah.
And there's so many different parts of it. Like, how do I explain this? If you had one that maybe had an older hot water tank, or maybe one that needed replacement, like new flooring or something like that, you can kind of tweak your price a little bit to kind of adjust for that. Mm-hmm. Certain things. Sometimes I do have to pay full market price for a property that has an older furnace, knowing that I'm going to have to replace that furnace in the next 5 to 10 years. So that kind of sucks sometimes. sometimes you can't really get money off of, or get money off the price, to be able to compensate for something like that. But this is one of those ones that we got for under market value, and it's got a brand new furnace, got a brand new hot water tank, it's got new kitchen, the bathroom's in great shape, the basement's finished. Like, it's like all the boxes, like you check all the boxes of everything you want, you know what I mean, and a cash flowing rental property, and it checked all the boxes. Yeah. So I don't think, truth be told, I haven't seen this property yet. I'm going to see it this afternoon. In order to win this offer, I had to act quickly, and we're going to be talking about how to write offers and how to win offers today on today's show. But for this one, I needed to move quickly because I knew that there might be other people that might see it, and I needed to get in there quick and make sure that I got my offer accepted. So I was a very aggressive offer to make sure that I got that. Because I knew this area very well.
They didn't even have a lockbox on site yet.
Yeah, I beat them before they even had a lockbox on there, and so I'm going to be heading there this afternoon to go look at it. I know enough from the pictures and from the details to know that this is an absolute home run. Yeah. But I always have the opportunity to renegotiate afterwards because I do have conditions on this property, and home inspection condition does give me the opportunity to, take a peek at it and see if there's anything I can find and maybe get a little bit off the price. But even at this price, I mean, it is a phenomenal deal. It's got terrific return on investment because of the rents and the expenses, and the cash flow is absolutely phenomenal as well. And it's in a great area that I know very well. I'm going to be able to rent this thing like that. Yeah,
for sure. I feel like this is, and maybe you noticed this, Wayne, and maybe you didn't, but I feel like this was the most unfazed I've been at you telling me that you've, picked up another property. Normally you tell me and I'm like, oh, okay, tell me about it. Like, what are we going to need to do? Like, I all of a sudden get like, what's my to-do list going to look like? But you told me about this one and I was like, oh, okay, sweet. Yeah. Because I'm also confident in the area, like everything about this property. And then to know that, fingers crossed, there's nothing that will surprise us, but that we're not going to have to do a bunch of work to it and like all that kind of stuff. It's just like when it's easy and you can just pick it up, take possession, probably send in a cleaner and a furnace and duct cleaning, and then get to work finding tenants. It's like
plug and play.
Yeah.
That's the way to go. I don't, I see too many people like overcomplicating things. They're like, I'm looking at this new property in this new market and I got to do my due diligence. And like, that's too much work, guys. Like, why are you reinventing the wheel? Like, if you got something that works and it's amazing, then just keep doing that. You know what I mean? And then eventually the market will shift and we'll need to kind of pivot things a little bit and tweak things a little bit to find, okay, what's the next best thing that we can do that's easy, this plug and play that we can just add into our portfolio. And we'll just do that. You know what I mean? Like we know exactly where the best deals are. We know exactly how to set them up. We know how to write the offers and how to win them. And I know if I can't do that, I know that I have a second, third, and fourth best option as well. Yeah. So the second that like the first option is no longer the best anymore, then it's like, okay, cool. Then I'll go to the second one. It might not be as good returns as the last one, or the cash flow might not be as good on the cash flow test as the other one, but it's still way better than anything else on the market and what everybody else is doing. So what you need to do is get really good at finding out what is number 1, 2, and 3 on the rankings for the best cash flowing, best return on investment deals in the country with the lowest risk and the highest potential for appreciation. Figure out what those are, mark it down, and then just wait until they come available. Yeah. That's literally it. So like what happened was, this would have been, today's Thursday. This would have been Tuesday night, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Was it Tuesday night or was it yesterday morning? We put the offer in Tuesday night. Tuesday night. Yeah. So it came up Tuesday afternoon. Immediately I saw it. It was on the MLS. I saw it. I sent a screenshot to my realtor. I said, send somebody down there to get me a video as soon as possible. And here's my offer. I wrote an offer before I even had somebody down there. I wrote it all. I was driving. I texted it. I texted it, and it was a little weird. I had to go like like some of the areas where like I think it said like you know, sometimes where you say oh fuck and it says oh duck, you know what I mean? Like there was a bunch of that going on, but it was enough of what he needed in order to get it done. And then I said send it all off for signature. And he's like, are we good to sign this right now before, you know, the people are there? I'm like, yeah, have it all pre-signed, ready to go. Send your person down there. Get them to do a video walkthrough for me. I don't need a live video walkthrough. I don't need a FaceTime. Just send the videos to me. I'll take a quick glance at it, and I will give you the thumbs up. As soon as I give him the thumbs up, he sent it off to the seller. Seller, like, barely had the lockbox on there, and it was already sent off. This is what I mean. Like, if you know what you want, you can act quickly. And worst case scenario, they walked through and they found, like, a dead body in there. Then I would have been like, okay, cancel the offer. But, I mean, there's nothing really in there that's really going to scare me. Like, I know that the numbers are so good and that price works so well that I could overpay by 10 grand, or I could find something that cost me 10 grand and I'm still doing amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why are we overcomplicating things? This is what I mean. Like, get to this level where you can do this. This is what our students are doing too.
Yeah.
I don't know to this level of like, hey, writing offers, and then I don't know if they're quite there yet, but they know exactly what they want.
They're probably not talking to texting their offers yet.
Maybe not talking to texting while they're driving their offers, but ultimately, this is our students know this as well. They know exactly what they want. It's so easy for them, so that when it comes up, they automatically jump on it. And truth be told, the reason why I texted it and got in there as quickly as I did, because I'm like, God damn it, my students are going to know that this is here. I got to beat them on this one. Yeah. I have to.
They beat you on the last one.
They did. That's right. We just talked about these yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah.
They beat me on the last one. So if you know where the good deals are, it's really easy. Then it's just a matter of getting in there as quickly as possible, doing the diligence that you need to do, securing the property, locking it up so nobody else can take it, continuing on your due diligence, and then, you know, adjusting the price if need be, negotiating, removing the conditions, and then just putting your systems in place. I know that the second I remove conditions, I was telling our joint venture partner this yesterday. I said, the second, like, you're going to be working with Gabby for the remainder of this. Like, I've done my work. I've done my job. I'm going to do the diligence. The second I remove conditions, I say remove conditions,
I take over.
Gabby takes over. She just, here, this. She got a little checklist. It's not that big. And then tenants in and it's done. And then it's like, we don't ever talk about it ever again. The joint venture partner is going to be like, oh, I haven't heard from them in a while. That's because it's working. Mm-hmm. It's because it only takes us a little bit of time. And it might seem like, oh, man, they're not really doing all that much work. No, it's because we have the systems in place that we don't. We're very efficient. And we know what we want. We know how to set it up. And then it's plug, play, done. And the system takes care of everything. And then the only time we come in is when something goes awry. Something goes as it wasn't supposed to. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
That's how you invest in real estate. Right? All this fucking flooding and all this other shit. This is why I hate the flooding so much, is because it's shaking it all up.
It's outside of the norm, yeah.
It's outside of the norm. I'm like, this isn't what we're supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be enjoying the summer. What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
We had another flood yesterday morning. Did we talk about it on the show?
Yesterday morning? Oh, yeah.
I can't remember if we talked about it on the show or not.
You talked about, waking
the
up
waterfall
to
that came down?
Yeah. Yeah.
That wasn't even a flood. That was.
I thought you were talking about last night.
Oh, no, I think we're safe. I don't know. I haven't checked the emails yet. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, we do have another one. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we do have another one.
Two new problems yesterday.
Two new problems.
One in
yesterday.
the morning, one before bed.
Was it two the day before as well?
I don't know.
Oh, this is what I mean, but like, it's even the best systems. We're just getting shafted by all this rain, and that's what really sucks about this whole situation. But as soon as this is done, as soon as like it can go back to normal, we can go back to normal and enjoying our life. So we're gonna enjoy Vancouver. Pray to God, you know, that we don't have to deal with any more floods and things like that. And we're going to enjoy our trip, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to have our bus tour next weekend, which we're looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to showing you guys what we got. Like this, there's some really cool properties. And then a couple weeks after that, we got Recon. And then after that, I'd like to go on a trip again, if that's okay.
We'll see.
Maybe you'll let me go on a trip.
Maybe we'll see.
I got some other cool things planned for this fall as well. I want to get more in-person stuff going on. There's a few in-person events and stuff going on at Edmonton, but to be completely honest with you, I think they're shite. We got to get out there and we got to start hosting more stuff because what's out there is not working, and what's out there is scammy and scummy. We got to get out there and actually put some good stuff out so that people can actually learn how to, buy the right rental properties the right way and succeed. So in the meantime, you got the podcast, you got the bus tour, you got Recon. After that, we'll see where it all goes. But I am rambling. Let's get into this.
Can I just read Stuart's comment first?
What did Stuart say?
Just because I like it. Stuart says, impressive that you homeschool your daughter. That's amazing. What a great investment of your time. Love to hear it. Thank you, Stuart. We love it too.
Thank you. And thank you for stopping us, because maybe I don't stop and appreciate and show my gratitude for comments like that. No, that actually means a lot to us, because that means a lot to us because it means a lot to us. Building a life by design is actually harder than building a real estate business. Our students will know what I'm talking about, because every year we do a retreat, and we have a retreat coming up for our students in October, the REI Masters retreat, which is, I think, October 16th.
Yep.
So we're doing yearly retreats, and during that we talk about intentions. We talk about why we're doing this, and then we build a roadmap to get us the life that we want to live by our design. And it is the most difficult thing in the world to do. You think raising capital is hard? Try having the ability to be able to build the perfect life, and then not knowing what you actually want.
What you want, yeah.
Right? It's all of us. We think it took me down a rabbit hole. Now I'm going to be another 20 minutes. But building a life by design is very difficult, because once you see that it's possible, you realize that you really don't know what you want, and building perfection is actually quite difficult. Mm-hmm. So our life is my masterpiece. You know what I mean? It's my Mona Lisa. It's like, and you want to make sure that every detail is perfect. So what I knew from very early on was that I wanted to be a great dad, and I knew that I had to make some sacrifices along the way to not be around, to not be as present as I wanted to be. But one thing that I wanted was that if we're going to be a little posse, a little squad of three, you, me, and Everly, I want to make sure she's around as much as possible, so that we can have an impact on her upbringing. We can have an impact on how she's raised. And I couldn't be that's great, like homeschooling her. But like the little things that she says, the moments that we have, like we had a moment last night. I told you I'm going to take it down a rabbit hole. We had a moment last night. I can't remember what I said, but I was being a little bitch.
Lots of negative stuff happened yesterday.
There was a lot of emo tips going on.
We got an offer accepted, which was fantastic, but everything else that happened yesterday was complete shit. I might be paraphrasing, but I might have been crying out loud, screaming, saying I hate my fucking life. Something along those lines in the kitchen. And my daughter, the sweetest, fucking most wise kid I've ever met, was, Dad, like, I know it's hard, but think about all the positive things that have happened this summer. I think she said you just got to look at it in a different way. Think about all the good stuff that happened this summer.
And normally she's a cheeky little shit, but it was like she was actually being legit, like wholesome and comforting. And I was like,
and you were like what good has happened this summer? And she's like, well, this, and what about this? And we went and did this. And I was in a bad state, but then before bed, I went and told her, I was like, I'm really proud of you thank you for saying that. I know I didn't handle it very well, but I appreciate that. Like her wisdom and her perspective is just phenomenal. Yeah. And I love that. And I'm more proud of that than I am the fact that I homeschool her, because that's the outcome. That's the after effect of it, is the fact that we're able to raise her in a way where she sees a stronger, more, logical perspective and more emotional perspective than most people do. So that's my masterpiece. That's my Mona Lisa right there. But in order to get to that, see, there's like stages and stages and stages of like, where do I get to the point where I can homeschool my kid and raise my kid the way that I want to raise my kid and create an amazing human being? Well, you're going to have to do a bunch of shit first. You're going to have to do a lot of hard shit. There's going to be a lot of dedication
and dedication. Is that what I said? Anyways, doesn't matter. Before all that, and that kind of starts with figuring out first what types of properties you want to buy, and then writing offers in order to get them. So I'm taking it way back now. So I'm sorry, you want to have a great life, you want to build life by design, you want to build your Mona Lisa. First of all, you're gonna have to do a bunch of hard shit, and you're gonna have to learn how to find great properties and how to win them, right? And so for today, we're gonna focus on that. We focused a lot on other things. Let's bring it back to today, right here in the moment, what we're working on. And what we're working on right now is how to write offers for rental properties. And I'm going to share with you my trademark system for writing strong offers today. I'll get right to it once I come back from the break.
Real estate investors need to treat debt differently than homeowners, and at Kirkland & Brennan Mortgage Group, we understand that. For the last 11 years, we've helped real estate investors plan and build their portfolios. We understand how to help you avoid fees, penalties, getting yourself stuck, and making sure that the deal you're doing today doesn't stop the deal you want to do tomorrow. You can reach out to Keaton, Keaton, at kbmortgages.ca. Put plan in the subject line, and we'll help you build a plan and then realize it for your real estate goals. We also coordinate with the other professionals like your accountant, lawyer, realtor, and we will help you build your portfolio. So reach out. We'll do our best to help. Thanks, guys.
You've got showings, lease signings, suite renos, condo board meetings, credit checks, mortgage financing, and every so often the tenant clogs the sink because they shoved macaroni down there. Stop. Breathe. Leave the bookkeeping to Fingo. Fingo is specialized real estate bookkeeping by real estate investors with tailored services for maximum returns. Save time. Enhance your returns. Claim the plumbing repair for that ridiculous macaroni fiasco. Book your free consultation at fingo.com.
Summer. While everyone's getting distracted, this is when the market gets quiet. Not because the opportunities disappear, but because the people do. Vacations, long weekends, these are the distractions I'm talking about. And that's exactly when serious investors make their moves. At Calvin Realty, this is one of our favorite windows. Less competition, more flexibility, and sellers who are actually open to negotiating. While everyone else is stepping away, we're stepping in. If you're looking to buy right, not just buy fast, this is your edge. Calvin Realty. Opportunity doesn't take time off.
Okay, and we are back.
I was just laughing. That was the worst segue that I think Wayne has ever done. It's like, we get to homeschool our kid. And if you want to design your life like this, first, you got to know how to write a good offer. What? He cut to commercial and I was like, what was that?
Yeah, not my
Anyways,
best.
Not your best.
Not my best. It's not wrong, though.
Possibly your worst. I mean, yeah, we do need to go all the way back here, but,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
that happens,
sometimes people got their head caught so far up their clouds that they forget to come down to earth every now and then. And hey, yeah, you want that life?
Yeah.
Let's get to work, right? And yeah, sometimes I want to inspire you. Sometimes I want to show you what's possible. But other times I'm like, okay, well, it's fucking 7:29 Mountain Time. Let's get to work.
Yeah.
If you want that, you got to start today. Quit fucking around, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my trademark system for writing strong offers, and we get into that into a second. But first of all, when we're talking about writing offers, we have to understand that offers, purchase contracts, offers to write to buy a property, the actual paperwork for it is actually quite simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's a couple pages, but ultimately it's only maybe 5 parts. I was actually just thinking about this before the show. I'm like, how many parts are there to an offer? How many components are there?
Sections does it include?
Right?
Yeah.
There's lots of sections, but a lot of it's just legal.
Yeah, legal verbiage.
mumbo jumbo.
Yeah. Yeah, the parts that you actually get to have an impact on, that you get to contribute to, is very few. Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What parts are you actually filling out that will affect whether
And making
your offer
decisions.
is accepted or not?
Yeah.
Right? And those 5 parts is what's included, what's included and what's excluded. So
like fixtures?
attached and unattached goods, right? So washer, dryer, air conditioner, fridge, those types of things. Those things need to be, maybe a shed. Those things need to be identified, which are included and which are excluded. Your deposit. how much money you put down to secure the offer as well. That can determine how strong of an offer it is. Your conditions. So conditions could be document review, could be home inspection, could be financing. And there's lots of other conditions you can add in there as well. But generally speaking, for most residential real estates, it's going to be home inspection and financing. And normally you'll get about 2 weeks for that. In order to, my offer is accepted, but it's conditional on me getting financing, or it's conditional on me feeling satisfied with the home inspection or the condition of the property. The fourth one is your possession date. So what date are you going to be taking possession? You can tweak that, right? Yeah. And the last one's the price. Other than that, purchase offers and purchase contracts are fairly simple if you think about it. Yeah. So these are the things that you have control over. These are the things that you are able to change in order to ensure or
to your detriment.
that you win your offer, that your offer is accepted. When I say win, I hate saying win, because like win is assuming that there's somebody else playing. Losing, yeah. You know, that you, maybe there's two offers in and you want your offer to be accepted. But sometimes just you and the seller. Yeah. And it's just going back and forth. And I like to be in positions like that. Yeah. Okay. It's just me and the seller going back and forth on what works for you, what works for me, and how do we find a compromise? How do we negotiate to make sure that both parties are satisfied and happy? So you start bringing in others, it's a crowd. You know what I mean? Now it's like, I don't know. It's just
there's like psychology.
There's just too many hands and stuff like that, and nobody ever feels like they're totally like they're not getting enough. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, fine. It's a crowd.
I feel like there's a psychology with it. All of a sudden people are like, oh, well, what if they're offering more, or what if, and then there's like the psychology, but then the emotion that comes in of like wanting to win it. People start doing stupid stuff. Yeah. That is
it right there, is that as soon as somebody else is involved, everybody gets stupid. Yeah. And
it's great for the seller.
in a seller's position, I'm like, bring in as many. I want, when I'm selling a property, I want to be in a market that is so incredibly hot that I'm going to get as many offers as possible, because then I'm just going to watch them fight over it. It's like, it's funny. You watch investors, you watch home buyers, they come in and they're like, I got my dad, you know, they're walking in, they're like, I'm going to make sure I get a really good deal. And they call up the realtor and they're asking their friends first. They're like, hey, does anyone know a realtor that's really good at negotiating? I want to get the best possible deal. And then they interview their realtor and is like, I want to make sure you're a good negotiator. I want to get the best possible deal on this property. And they're like, oh yeah, for sure. We're going to get you the best possible property. Then they find the property that they love. And they're like, okay, well, let's put together an offer and let's try like $50,000 off. Yeah, to start. And then I'm willing to accept $40,000 off. And then so they go put their offer in, and then the realtor calls back and like, oh, so I heard that there's 3 other people that are writing an offer. Oh God. Suddenly it's like you go from like super strong, like tough, to like, okay, I'll pay $50,000 over. Like people just get stupid when they find out that somebody else could have it.
Yeah. Especially when it's a home, because like you finally found the home that you want.
I watch investors do it too all the time.
That's true. Yeah.
All the time.
That's true.
Oh, if I don't get this one, I'll never get a good one ever again. It's crazy how desperate people get.
Yeah.
Right?
Can I add? Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I like adding like one bonus component.
Yeah, sure.
A bonus component that I would add in which we can manipulate offers is the amount of time in which they have to accept it.
That is good, actually. You know what? So, okay. So length of conditions, obviously, because you can add dates to some of those things. You can add how long your conditions period is. Normally it's 2 weeks, but you could say 1 week, for example, and make it a little more enticing. Or you could say 3 weeks and the seller would be like, why do they need that long? But similarly, what you can do is you can have a deadline for them to accept your offer. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
That can create a little bit of urgency sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love using that one.
Yeah. Sure.
But I'm not going to get into too deep into that strategy today, maybe on another episode. But it is your trademarked
systems. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's my little addition to it.
For sure. And I do like to use that when I'm going aggressive, when I'm being aggressive with my offer, meaning writing an irresistible offer. I always add a deadline of like 7 hours.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to go in there and do a full asking price offer, I'm going to give them 4 hours to decide. Otherwise, I'm out. And I'll tell the realtor, just tell them, I'm not here to fuck around. I'm going to give you exactly what you want, but I'm not going to wait for you to like, let's
Check
see
out
what
other
other offers I can
offers,
get
yeah.
here. Fuck off. I'm not playing that game. If you want full price, you accept it right now. Otherwise, you can go and wait and see how many more people show up. But it's just right now, it's you and it's me, and you can sign or I walk. That's an aggressive approach. And I do like to use that. And that's what we used yesterday. That's what we used in order to get it, because I knew that if I waited, if I put a lower offer or whatever else, and I didn't have a deadline on my offer, then somebody else is going to come in, and then next thing you know, they're going to come in and they're going to win by $500. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm not playing that game, right? So if I really love it and I know it's a great deal, I will 100% go aggressive. But if I know that it's been sitting on the market for 50 days,
that's not gonna.
yeah, I don't have to use that. But anyways, let's get into my trademark system, and this is the system that. Honestly, guys, this is the one that you're going to want to re-listen to. Okay. It makes it super simple. And what I call it is the Property Poppies Stop, Look, and Listen system.
Okay. Sorry, this is very serious.
It's called PPSLLS.
Peasels.
Yeah, it doesn't really roll off the tongue. Property Poppies Stop, Look, and Listen system. So let's start with stop. Stop. Calm the fuck down. You're being desperate. Chill the fuck out. Okay. Now look. Okay.
Is this for real?
This is for real.
Okay.
And I need you guys to write this down the next time you're writing an offer. You writing this down? Stop.
Calm
the fuck down. You're being desperate. You need to chill the fuck out. Okay? Now that we're all calm, because what people like to do when they run in is like, they get all fucking frantic, and they feel like they have to get it right now, otherwise they're going to lose it. And they make impulsive, stupid fucking decisions.
Okay.
You need to calm the fuck down. You do not need this deal. Repeat after me. I do not need this deal.
I do not need this deal.
Another deal will come eventually.
Another deal will come eventually.
I am not a desperate little bitch.
I'm not a desperate little bitch.
Good. Okay. Now that we've established that, now we can look at this logically. Now we need to look. Okay? Open your eyes. Let's look around this property. What do you see? What can we leverage from this situation? You don't need to buy this property, but the seller needs to sell this property. You don't need them, but they need you. This is why you need to calm the fuck down and chill out. If you don't get it, whatever, you'll find another one. Okay? Once you're calm and once you realize that I don't need this deal, suddenly the way that you look and the way you handle and the way you react will be completely different. Okay? It's kind of like when you're in a relationship and suddenly like everybody's all over you. It's like, oh, these girls are all over you. Like, oh, I love your blonde hair. Ooh, I saw your emo picture the other day. You look so hot. Right?
Back off, bitch. Sorry.
It's like, and I've been married for a long time, so that these thoughts don't go through my head. But you know, maybe when you were in high school or something like that, and when you were single, when you're in a relationship, it's like everybody's all over you. But the second you're single, it's like, and you're running around, you're trying to get laid, or you're trying to find a girlfriend or boyfriend or something like that, and it's just like no one is saying yes. But then as soon as you're in a relationship, it's like, oh, you have all the opportunities in the world. It's because you're desperate, and they can fucking smell it, right? It's the same kind of thing, right? So you need to calm down and just pretend like you don't need it, because you don't need it. And once you don't need it, the opportunity is just like it's you'll win more. Okay? You got to be cool. You got to act like you don't want to be there. Okay, yeah, this is all right. Cool. All right. Cool. And look through the property and try and find something that you can leverage. Okay? There's going to be things in there that you can take advantage of. This person needs to sell. Why do they need to sell? That's what I want first. If I can get that information, that's powerful information. Why do they need to sell? Typically, when you're buying off the MLS, you're not going to really get that information because you got a realtor and they got a realtor. So you say something, you tell the realtor tells the realtor, tells the seller tells the realtor, tells the realtor, tells you. That's that line of communication. You're not going to get what you want. You're going to get what they want you to hear after it's been shared twice. It's not great. It's not reliable information. Sometimes your realtor can get a little bit of information from the other realtor if they're a bit of a chatty person. But then how do you, is that reliable information? Or did they just feed you that information? So in situations like this, you got to get really creative and try and figure out what is the motivation here, right? Look around the property. Okay. Are they all boxed up? Okay. They're already moving.
Is it vacant?
Is it vacant? That's another great one. Is it vacant? So how long has it been sitting vacant? Maybe it was a rental property. Maybe this is an investment and they're covering every month that this sits empty, this is an expense to them of $2,000, $3,000. You don't know that, but if it's empty, you know that this is a cost for them and they want to be done with this. If they're still living in there and they haven't packed anything, they might not be so inclined. They're like, oh, okay, we'll just wait for the right offer. I'm in no rush, right? But you don't know if they're in a rush or not. You don't know if they need to leave and move to a different city right away. But boxes labeled, for a different city might be an indication. And depending on if it's a family, that would normally be a family, right? And not a tenant living in there. If it was a family selling it and they were still living there and you could see that they were moving to another city, this is the one thing they need to get off of their plate before they can move on with the next chapter of their life. That is motivation, right? So that is something that and you can take and you can leverage. How we're going to leverage it, we don't know yet. But we're going to try and find as much information as possible, trying to figure out why are they selling? How motivated are they to sell it, right? Or, dare I say it, how desperate are they to sell it? I don't like using that word. But how motivated are they? And if they're heavily motivated, then you can go in aggressive and they might take it. But if you go in aggressive with someone it's been sitting on the market for 60 days, but they're still laying on the couch watching Judge Judy and they're in no rush, then they might be the type of family that's like, I'll just wait for the right offer. I'm in no rush. I just want to sell this thing, but I'm not going to accept anything lower.
Yeah.
Right? That aggressive offer isn't going to work with them. You might have to be a little more accepting, or maybe there's just nothing there at all. Right? But you need to be able to look and open your eyes and what do you see from the situation? What can we leverage? Are there any damages? Damages in there? Is it damaged floors? Is there gouged walls? Is there
a flood in the basement?
A flood in the basement. Is there anything that needs to be repaired? Is there anything that needs to be replaced? Perhaps the furnace, when you get there, they're like, oh, just 1 second. I just got to put some coal in the furnace. Maybe it's from 1920. You know what I mean? It's a wood, like maybe maybe when you go down there, it's like bah, 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 bah. This furnace is about to explode and die in any second. Well, that's an $8,000 replacement for you, right? You can leverage that. So write down furnace, $8,000, right? The hot water tank is leaking. Didn't I just see a listing the other day? Yeah, I looked at a listing yesterday and it was saying that the hot water tank was leaking and that it was turned off. They turned it off. So there's $2,500 right there, right? So when I write my offer, I can take those things into consideration. Like, hey, I love this house. It's great location, everything else. But this furnace is literally about to explode. And the hot water tank is literally not on. So those are costs that I'm going to have to cover, expenses that I'm going to incur for replacing these things. So I would like $10,500 off. Actually, to be honest with you, I'd like $12,000 off for the inconvenience of having to do it as well. $12,000 off, or you replace those items before I move in. That'll be one of my conditions. 2 options. Option 1, you replace them. Do it at your cost as long as it meets this, these requirements. I want it to be high efficiency. I want it to be this size water tank. All right. You do those things and show me the receipts that it was done by a qualified professional, and I will accept that. Or I want $12,000 off. So it's only going to cost me 10.5 to do it, but I'm getting 12. So I just made $1,500 for my time. See, I made a little bit of money off that, right? Plus, I got brand new hot water tank and brand new furnace, which is fantastic. That means for my rental property, I don't need to replace the furnace for another 25 years. So I'm getting the most value out of that. Compared to a property that had one that's 15 years old, I have to replace that in 10 years. The increased frequency of me replacing these components, these capital expenditures, actually affects my bottom line in the long term, right? So I actually want them to replace the furnace. I want a brand new furnace, brand new hot water tank. The property that we just picked up yesterday, brand new hot water tank, brand new furnace. Bonus. That means if I keep this property for 18 years, I will never have to replace the furnace. That's $8,000 in savings. That's $8,000 more profit over that 18-year period. Okay. So these are the things you want to look for. I don't want to be desperate. I don't want to go in there and be like, oh, I really need to do this really quick. I really need this. I want to be clear-headed. I want to be completely have my head in the game, trying to find everything that I can find. And I'm going to use my realtor. I'm going to use my eyes. I'm going to use my experience and see whatever I can find in this property. And I'm going to my price will be justified, or will be contingent on, or will be justified based on what I find in that property and the information that I have. Okay. But if you just go in there and lowball people, they're just going to say no. Right? How do you justify that price?
Right.
I need information in order to be able to do that. Now, if you're dealing with the seller directly, then obviously you can have conversations. It's a completely different story. And we just had that conversation in our coaching session last Tuesday with our students about like how to get information. And I just had a coaching call yesterday with Nori. Is Nori here? Or is he sleeping?
Not sure.
I
haven't seen him yet.
I had a one-on-one coaching call with Nori, who's building his wholesaling business, and we talked about how to get information from a seller and how to get them talking to get that information so you can leverage that information in order to get the best possible price.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, which leads me to the third part of my stop, look, listen system. Listen. When they're talking, what do you hear? Listen to what the realtor's saying. Ask the realtor to have a conversation with the other realtor. What are they saying? What's the vibe? When you go in there, if the seller is there and you hear them talking, listen. What are they talking about? If they're there, actually, in fact, if they're there, that's amazing. I know people get really fucking awkward when they go to a property and like the sellers are there and they're like sitting on the couch. You're like, God, just get out. I want to be able to speak freely. No, it's actually pretty fucking fantastic because you have an opportunity to have a conversation with the seller. Pretend you're a police detective. Pretend you're a police detective and the person in there has no rights. They have no rights to a lawyer. See, normally they're like, no, I'm not saying a word without my lawyer here. I'm not saying a word without you literally a detective, and they come in, you bring them a coffee. You like, want a sandwich? You want a sandwich? You want to smoke? You want to smoke? Here's smoke. Smoke. Yeah. Weather today, huh? Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what the detective is trying to get information, trying to get you to say something that you don't want to say. That's why they say, no, I'm not saying a word without my lawyer. You want them to talk. Get them to talk. This is perfect. I can't believe that people don't like it when there's a seller in there.
Or a tenant. A tenant will divulge a lot of information. Tenant's going to give you information too.
Yeah. Listen, you never know. You just get chatting and they get chatting. They feel comfortable with you. They're going to admit to murder. They're going to tell you exactly what you need to hear because you don't have enough evidence. You don't have enough evidence to put this person away. So you need that evidence. You got to get them talking. And this is what I'm talking about here. Listen, get chatting. Make them feel comfortable. Get them talking. Don't talk. Shut up and listen. Ask questions. Don't talk about your day, about how amazing you are, about how you homeschool your kid. Unless, of course, you're trying to get them to talk about how they homeschool their kid. Shut the fuck up and listen. Because that's how you're going to find their motivations. And if you can find their motivations, you can build your offer around that. Now, am I a piece of shit just trying to take advantage of people? No. I think you guys know me well enough. I'm joking around. I'm talking about putting them away from murder. I'm just, this show is for entertainment purposes also. The truth is what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a win-win situation here. It's impossible to create a win-win situation with a seller when I got to tell my realtor to tell their realtor to tell the seller, who tells their realtor, who tells my realtor to tell me. That is not an efficient, effective way to be able to have a negotiation, to figure out why are you selling and how can I help you?
Yeah.
They're gonna have their guard up because they're gonna feel like you're taking advantage of them.
It's funny when somebody's selling a property, when there's a buyer and a seller and there's two realtors involved, it's almost like the buyer and the seller hate each other and are just the buyer's trying to get the lowest price, the seller's trying to get the highest price, and they're like, fuck you, no, fuck you, no,
That's all
fuck
it is?
you. Hey, no, fuck you. Like, that's literally what it is back and forth. Nobody's trying to work together to find the win-win or anything like that. It's literally a game of fuck you to see who's going to win. To see which one of you is going to win.
Do you think realtors know that?
I don't know. But if, like, literally, if the realtors could just have a conversation of, like, what price do you need? What date do you want possession? How quickly do you want conditions? And that could be relayed and be like, okay, this is really what they need. This is when they need to move. Can we give them that? Then there could literally be a win-win. But so many people are just playing the fuck you game.
Yeah. And you want to know why? Because there's no trust. There's no established trust. And I tried that early on. I tried that early on in our career of negotiating. I told my realtor, tell them this is the lowest I'm willing to go. This is, I think, a fair price. Tell them I'm not interested in going back and forth. This is my price. Please tell them if they don't accept this, then this is everything. But tell them that, like, I'm not trying to mess with them. I feel like this is fair. If this is fair for you, we don't have to play this whole back and forth game of like the splitting the difference nonsense.
Yeah.
What did they do? They went back. I'm like, motherfucker, now I just started at a lower number. And I had to walk away from it because I was vulnerable. I said, I trust you. And they took advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Rather than just saying no, thank you, which is what I told them to do, they tried to negotiate back. Right? So in a perfect world, yes, people would be good, honorable people, and we could just have an honest conversation. But the truth is that we can't. So that's because there's no trust.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can get in a room with the seller, I can have a conversation with them. They can see I'm a decent person. I'm actually just trying to solve their problems. And I'm actually just trying to make a fair win-win situation here. Then it's easy. Every time I've ever been in a room with a seller, everybody's cool. No one's got their guard up.
Yeah.
No one's saying fuck you. You know what I mean? I almost feel like as soon as no offense, realtors, but it's almost like you bring in realtors and everybody like puts their guard up and they're like, I need you to be strong. I need you to fight for me. I need you to get me the best possible deal. But the second you're in a room with someone, you're like, oh, okay, cool.
Well, what do you need? Okay, well, I can't really do that, but I could do this. Oh, okay, well, yeah, it becomes a conversation.
Yeah, because
instead of a battle.
That's because people don't want to have those confrontational discussions. People don't feel comfortable doing that, so they hire realtors to be their hired goons.
Mm-hmm.
No offense, realtors. But it would make for a great sweater for a realtor. Hired goon. Yeah. But that's what people think. I want the toughest, I want the strongest, I want the biggest negotiator to get me the strongest price. But the second you get them in a room, they fold. And they're like, hey, how you doing? Oh my gosh, I love your pictures. Your family's so beautiful. Oh, no way, thank you so much. You know, we love this home and we've made so many memories here. Or I've loved this rental property. Just it's been so profitable. We're ready to move on. And we've decided that we want to do this now. And we're just looking for the right family to build something for themselves here. It's like, oh, that sounds wonderful. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's where I'm at right now. This is what I've been approved for. This is the down payment that I have. So this is the price that I can do, and I want to make sure that I'm able to help you out as much as possible. So here's what we can focus on. What's your situation? When do you need to move? Oh, we need to move by this date. Okay, well, what I can do is I can change my possession date to that date. It's going to cost me a little extra money because we're not going to be out of our home before then, so. That means that we're going to have to pay for 2 mortgages. But if it helps you, I can definitely change the possession date. Similarly, I do need to do a home inspection on this property. I've looked around. I don't see anything wrong with this, but I do feel like I want to do a home inspection. But I think that I can get my home inspector in here probably in the next couple of days. So I don't need to do a 2-week condition period. I can probably do 7 or 8 days for the conditions. That way you have assurance that like we're actually going to move forward with this. I have full intentions of moving forward with this home. and I'm going to remove conditions, and I'm willing to choose the possession date that works for you. I just got to make sure that there's no terrible electrical stuff going on behind the walls and things like that. So I hope you can respect that. Oh yes, of course I respect that. Okay, great. So what I'll do is I'll put a shorter conditions period for you. That way you have that assurance of knowing that, like, I'm going to get, if I can't do it, I don't want to drag this out for weeks and then you have to go and put it back on the market again and go through this whole dance all over again with somebody else. And next person's probably not going to be as nice as I am. So I want to give you that answer as quickly as possible. And as well, just to show that I'm serious, rather than putting like the standard $5,000 deposit, I'm going to put a $20,000 deposit down. That way, actually, to be honest, I can put $50,000 deposit down. It doesn't make any difference to me. Right? I want to show you that I actually do indeed, I do indeed have the down payments. I have the money. The financing's all good. We're real estate investors, so we own other properties like this. We do this all the time. So I'm able to get mortgages whenever I want. I have a great broker. I've got the money. I want you to know the only thing that's holding me back from removing conditions is I just need to know that the house isn't going to fall apart. That's all. Or that there's no hidden expenses that perhaps maybe leaks or something like that might cost me more money. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I love this property and I'm really excited about it. So here's my offer. I can't do that with a realtor. Yeah. It's just, here's my offer. It's lower than what you want. That's what it feels like. Yeah. And no wonder they say, fuck you. Right? So if you stop, if you look, and if you listen, you're going to gain all the information. You're going to gather all the information you need in order to present an offer as best as possible. Sometimes you can do that with the seller. Mm-hmm. If the seller's there, amazing. I want to build that rapport with them. I want them to be able to trust me. I want them to know that I'm a human being and I'm not some robot trying to steal their house. If not, perhaps writing a letter or even sending a video. Hi, we're the Hilliers. We really like your home. We just want to let you know that we're going to be writing you an offer here. I know it's a little bit lower than what you're expecting. Sorry, I'll keep going. I know it's a little bit lower than what you're expecting, but this is the price that we're approved for. I hope that you accept it. We're looking forward to making new memories here, just as you did. And thank you so much for considering our offer. Send it to your realtor. Say, please send this to the other realtor. Now, if you've got two offers, if you're a seller and you got two offers and they're a little bit different by a couple $1,000s, which one's you going to choose? You can choose the one with the fucking family, the one that said that they got the money, the one that said that they're really going to love this home. These guys are serious. I think they're actually going to do it, right? These are just little tips and little tricks and things. But like the only way in order to get this done is by following Property Poppy's stop, look, and listen system. Stop being fucking desperate. Calm the fuck down, okay? You're being desperate. Chill the fuck out, okay? Look around, see what there is to leverage. Like, see what's wrong with the property. Is there anything here that I can note in my offer? This is why. This is my justification for this. So they don't feel like you're just being an asshole trying to lowball them. And then if you have the opportunity, listen to whatever you can hear and use that information as well and put together the best possible offer to make it a win-win. At the end of the day, we don't want to steal properties from people. We don't want to steal money from people by getting it for a lower price. We want to find a great property that works for us as investors, has strong return on investment, has strong cash flow in a great area that's going to attract great tenants, that has high potential for appreciation, right? We want to find those things and we want to give the sellers exactly what they need. And sometimes that's not always money. Sometimes that can be in conditions or terms, right? We don't know what we can offer them in regards to terms unless, of course, we stop, look, and listen, okay? That's it. That's my trademark system. I hope it's helpful. That wraps up Thursday's show. Tomorrow, I think we should get into self-management. I was thinking about it. For tomorrow's show, I want Gabby to run the show. So Gabby is the guru when it comes to property management. She manages all of our properties. The second I find a great property and I lock it up and I do my thing and I do my charm and negotiating and I get a really good deal, we pass it off to Gabby. And Gabby puts it through her system and she manages it. And we've got employees that take care of the day-to-day stuff. But she has built out a system where she can manage our properties remotely, never having to go to any of the properties. In fact, I say we never go to our properties. The only person that actually goes is me. But Gabby never goes to our properties. And yet she's the one that manages all of them across Alberta. Right? And she does that because she has the right systems in place. So we're going to talk about some of those self-managing systems that we have and how we do it remotely as well. We got
Sounds
a
good.
great remote property management course as well. If you guys are interested, you can find that on our website. But tune in tomorrow first to hear what it's all about first, and then determine whether this course is right for you guys. But that's what's going to happen tomorrow on Friday, and we will see you guys all tomorrow.
Thanks for listening. Want to be coached personally by Wayne and Gabby? Then you should join the Real Estate Investing Masters Mentorship Program. Details are in the show notes to get started.